Hello friends, welcome back to Huawei AS. Welcome to the discussion on daily MCQ. Today is 21st of August 2021 and now we are going to discuss 5 current affair based MCQs. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. But first, let us discuss the question that was asked yesterday, and yesterday's question was, in which session of the Indian National Congress Vande Mataram was first sung? A. 1886, B. 1896, C. 1890 and D. 1905, and some of you have given the correct answer as well. It was Rajesh Anmireddy and Abzur Qureshi who gave the correct answer. So if you see this question, in which session Indian National Congress the Vande Mataram was first sung, the correct answer is B. 1896. It was in 1896 in the Calcutta session the song the Vande Mataram was first sung. The song was composed by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee and it was sung first by Rabindranath Tagore in the 1896 Calcutta session. Okay, so this is all the information that we need to know from the prelims perspective. Now let's move on. And guys, as you know, daily we upload 5 current affair based MCQs along with their solutions in this PDF format. So all these questions are prepared by experts who have given mains and interview by themselves. So the questions are of very high quality, so make the best use of this initiative to gain the maximum edge. Okay, so now let's see the first question. The first question is, consider the following pairs. So it is with regarding to the tribes and their festivals. So the Tiwa tribe, Garo tribe and Bhils are given, and their festivals Vanchua, Wangala and Nokram. So we have to choose the correctly matched options. A 1 and 2 only, B 2 only, C 3 only, and D 1, 2 and 3. So here the correct answer is A 1 and 2 only. A 1 and 2 only, because the Nokram belongs to Khasis. Okay. So recently the Tiwa tribesmen took part in the dance during the Vanchua festival in Karbi Anglong district of Assam. So in the Karbi Anglong district of Assam, so this happened, the Vanchua festival. Okay, so and this is actually performed by the Tiwa tribe. Okay, so the Vanchua is one of the most important festivals of Tiwa tribal community, and that's why it is most important. It's a harvest festival, so that's why this is most important for us to remember. Okay, and it comes along with the songs, dance and bunch of rituals and people clad in their native attires. And if you see some of the important tribes and their festivals, the Munda tribe, if you see, their important festivals are the Mangaparb, the Indparb, the Jomnangua, the Jomnawa, Batuali, Kalom Singh, the Fagu festival, the Sharul festival, the Baparab festival, Karam and Sorai festival. And Santals, if you see, Karam is one of the famous festival of Santal, and Angamis, if you see, the Sekreni is one of the famous festival of Angamis, and Bhils famous festival is Baneshwar Fair. Baneshwar Fair is the famous festival of Bhils. And you have Khasis, whose famous festival is Nokram. You have Bhutia tribe, whose famous festival is Losar and Lusong. You have Gonds, whose famous festival is Keslapur Jatra. The Garo tribe's famous festival is Wangala, and Rengma tribe's famous festival is Engada. Okay, so these are the tribes and their famous festivals. Now let's see the second question. Second question is, the Indus Valley people were well acquainted with the use of both cotton and wool. Second one, the Indus Valley farmers were the first ones to spin and weave cotton. We have to choose the correct answer, and the correct answer is C, both 1 and 2. Because recently a new research paper was published in the peer-reviewed journal of Springer Nature Group, and it has provided some interesting insights on the linguistic culture of Harappans. The early traces of cotton in the world were found here. The earliest evidence of use of cotton was found in Mehrgarh, dating back to the 6th millennium BC. The Indus Valley farmers were first ones to spin and weave cotton, and cotton was one of the export items. The world's first buttons were found here dating back to 2800 to 2600 BC, and these buttons were actually used as ornaments rather than for utility. And the buttons were made of seashells, and some of them had holes pierced in them for them to be attached to the wool with threads. The Indus Valley people were well acquainted with the use of both cotton and wool. Okay, so the correct answer is both. Now let's look at the next question. The third question. NDB is one of the 5 developmental institutions of the World Bank Group. Second one, it is headquartered in Shanghai, China. We have to choose the correct answer. The first statement is wrong, because NDB is basically the BRICS Bank. It is basically the BRICS Bank, and this is not part of the developmental institutions of the World Bank. So that's why the first one is wrong. But the second one is right, because the headquarters of the New Development Bank is in Shanghai, China. So B 2 only is the correct answer. So recently, during BRICS meet, India proposed that the NDB scope would be expanded to strengthen social infrastructure besides promoting industry. Besides promoting industry, the social infrastructure generally includes the construction and maintenance of facilities that support social services like healthcare, education, etc. So that's why this is important for us to know. Okay, and India is the chair of the BRICS grouping for 2021, and it is basically this new development bank is a multilateral development bank founded by BRICS countries in the 6th summit at Fortaleza, Brazil in 2014. It was formed to support the infrastructure and sustainable development efforts in BRICS, and if you see, it is headquartered in Shanghai, China. Okay, and these are its objectives, right? If you want to just, you can pause and go through them. Now let's look at the next question, the fourth question. Consider the following statements with respect to sea erosion in India. First one, the western coast underwent more erosion due to the frequent cyclonic activities in the past 3 decades compared to the eastern coast, which remained largely stable. Second one, Odisha on the eastern coast is the only state where the coast witnessed an expansion of 50%. So here we have to choose the correct answer, and the correct answer is B2 only, because the first statement, if you see, it says that the western coast underwent more erosion due to frequent cyclonic activities in the past 3 decades. This is the wrong statement, because more frequently cyclones generally occur in the eastern coast of India, that is in the Bay of Bengal, and not in the Arabian Sea. So the first statement is wrong, but the second statement is right. So B2 only is the correct answer. Actually, yeah. So recently, the National Center for Coastal Research under the Ministry of Earth Sciences has published a report that said 1/3 of India's coastline underwent sea erosion in the last 28 years. As much as 32% of India's coastline underwent erosion, and 27% of it expanded between 1990 and 2018. 60% of coastline of West Bengal underwent erosion during the same period, followed by Puducherry, which is 56%, Kerala and Tamil Nadu at 41% respectively. And more erosion has happened in eastern coast than western coast, because generally, if you see, more cyclones generally occurs in the eastern coast, that is in the Bay of Bengal Sea. The eastern coast sees a lot of rain, which keeps the seas rough almost throughout the year. Besides the southwest monsoon, the east coast also witnesses this northeast monsoon from October to December that brings rains to the coastal Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. The east coast underwent more erosion due to frequent cyclonic activities from Bay of Bengal in the past 3 decades compared to the west coast, which remains largely stable. And Odisha on the eastern coast is the only state where the coast witnessed an expansion of more than 50%. And this was followed by Andhra Pradesh, which expanded 48%, and Karnataka 26%, etc. This is all the information that we need to remember from the examination point of view. Okay, you can just pause and go through it once again. Now let's look at the last question of the day, the fifth question. The Cattle Island, sometimes seen in the news, is located on A. Hirakud Reservoir, B. Sardar Sarovar Dam, C. Shanti Sagara, and D. Maharana Pratap Sagar. So we have to choose the correct answer, and the correct answer is A. Hirakud Dam. So the Odisha Forest and Environmental Department is starting ecotourism package for tourists to this island inside the Hirakud River. And this island, if you see, it is basically a submerged hill. It was basically a submerged hill earlier. Before the construction of this dam, people used to live in this hill, but after the construction of dam, the people were relocated, and the people, while leaving, has left some of the cattle. And when the water level started to rise in this dam, then the hill started to submerge, and during that time only, lot of cattle actually went to the top of the hill, in fact. So then from that time, this hill came to be known as the Cattle Hill. Okay, and this multi-purpose scheme was earlier conceived by Mokshagunda Visvesvaraya in 1937. Mokshagunda Visvesvaraya is the famous civil engineer of India, and on his birth anniversary, we generally celebrate the Engineers Day, which is on September 15th. Okay, and the first hydropower was commissioned in 1956 in this Hirakud Dam, and it is the longest dam of India. Right? So this is all the information that we need to know. Now let's look at the question of the day. And the question of the day is, the capital of India was shifted from Calcutta to Delhi in A. 1910, B. 1912, this is B. 1912, C. 1911, and D. 1913. You have to choose the correct answer, and tomorrow we will discuss the correct answer. Please give your answer in the comment box. Okay, and guys, these are our initiatives: Vision PT 365 summary, Vision Prelims test series summary, Vision Mains test series summary, and Vision Monthly magazine summary. These summaries will help in your preparation by making sure that you revise the same thing multiple times, because the summaries actually reduce the preparation time, reduce the reading time for you, because we have summarized all the important information without leaving anything, so that you gain the maximum edge. Okay, so that's it, guys, from my side. I'll see you again on Monday with 5 more MCQs. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. Jai Hind.